What's up guys, it's Alex the Magician here, back for another Heroes 3 tier list video, and in this one we're finishing up the aesthetics tier list by ranking the tier 7 units in terms of how cool looking I feel like they are. So let's just go ahead and get into this. Alright, at the very bottom here, I'm going to rank the Ancient Behemoths. So, this tier list is really difficult, actually, because I really like all of these. I like the concepts for most of them. I like the designs for most of them. But, somebody has to be at the bottom. So, I have to rank something that I like the least. And for me, the Behemoths, while it's a cool concept, it's pretty unusual, and it's not a bad design. I do like it. I do like the big claws, the scary fangs, and, kind of like a Yeti looking, white fur and whatnot. Overall, I do feel like it's probably my least favorite. I don't really know why, honestly, but they don't necessarily look as cool as the rest of these to me. That's really the best that I can come up with. So hate me for it, but that is my reason and that is my personal preference. All right, next I'm going to rank the Angel. I do like the Angel better than Archangel. The Angel looks like you're, kind of like more like an angel to me. The Archangel, I don't really get. I've always kind of felt that they looked kind of weird. And so for that reason, actually, you're like the unupgraded version better. Now, the reason that they're kind of low here, I do like them, but it's your standard kind of bird dude with a sword type gag, right? So you don't really have anything super unusual here, and that's what you would imagine an angel to look like, if he kicks ass and actually has a sword. But overall, I do like them. They did justice to the design, but just because it's not super unusual or anything like that, they're going to be middle of the C tier here. Alright, and next I'm going to rank the Titans. Definitely better than the Giants, with the golden armor and whatnot. They're cool, but again, I feel like something named a Titan or a Giant could have potentially been a bit cooler looking. Now, they did do, a similar thing with, like, Might and Magic series and, Heroes 2. So, I can see, like, this being kind of like the standard Giant Titan. But, to me, it doesn't necessarily look as cool as some of the others on the list. I do like them. I especially like the golden armor and that, like, sword that kind of looks like lightning. That also looks pretty cool. So overall, I do like them, but, I just kind of wish they maybe had something a little bit more unusual about them. Alright, next I'm going to rank the Chaos Hydras. And, they're not necessarily that much of an improvement in terms of aesthetics over the regular Hydras, but, overall, they did a solid job designing the Hydra, like 5 heads. They do look super scary. They have, like, the serpent body. I probably did like the Hydras in Heroes 2 a little bit better. I'm not really sure why. Also, in Might and Magic, I feel like they were kind of cool looking. But still, these are pretty good. The color combination I do like. I mean, they're green. They have these, like, sort of spikes on the back, like kind of a white chest, and, a little bit of blue on the heads there. So, like, some blue, some red. So, overall, I do like this. The design, not necessarily super creative. Like, when you take the Behemoths, for example, I feel like that idea is pretty damn creative, but I just don't really like that design as much as some of the other ones. And while the Hydras are a little bit less creative, I do like the design. Alright, and then I'm going to rank the Hospids. Hospids are pretty cool. I mean, they kind of took the sea serpent thing from, you know, either Might and Magic or, you know, some other games. But they did do a pretty good job with the Hospids. You know, it's like a sea serpent that actually walks on land, and it's like in the shape of a tire, so it's kind of cool. But I do like the red and the white color combination, like the fangs that they have and the horns they have at the top and at the bottom of their head, and like the little, I don't know, fin or whatever the hell you would call this once again. But overall, not a bad concept, not bad in terms of creativity, and I do like the design, so top of the B tier for me. Alright, next I'm gonna rank the Archdevils. Now, this one I feel like is cool. Like, you wouldn't really expect the devil to look quite like this. I mean, you know, you could potentially, but he's got like a scythe, like a Grim Reaper, and he's got this like black, like, you know, armor on him and these big horns. I definitely feel like this is better than the regular devils. And overall, I do feel like this is a really cool looking unit. You know, just not necessarily as cool as some of the ones that are going to be at the top of the list, but, you know, as far as the devil goes, this isn't necessarily your standard devil, and, you know, maybe some people could argue that it does look like a standard devil with like the red skin and the beard and the horns and whatnot, but I feel like they did a good job making this devil. So I like the concept, I like the design, I like the creativity. So you know, really solid across the board for me. Bottom of the A tier. All right, next I'm going to rank the Phoenix. Definitely like them better than a Firebird. And I don't know, the Phoenix, like, yeah, it doesn't seem like the most creative concept. You know, it's a bird full of flames. But this one, they did a really good job with the design, I feel like. It literally looks like it's on fire. Like, you look at it and, you know, you can't, I don't know, I just can't stop looking at it. And you can see the contours of the wings and the bird itself, and then the flames going up. And I really like the color combination. They actually made the flames look like flames with the yellowish kind of color in the center, and then the orange, and then the red, and the bird, and you can clearly see everything. So overall, you know, I really like the way they did the design of the Phoenix. Like, literally a bird that's on fire. You know, you probably wouldn't really want to face this in combat. So overall, super solid design for me, top of the A tier. All right, and at the very top, I am going to be ranking the dragons. So I'm going to rank the bone dragons as the bottom of the S tier, then the black dragons, and then the green dragons, actually. So all in all, call this personal prejudice or preference or what have you. I've always liked dragons. Black dragons were my favorite in Heroes 2. I've loved dragons in the Might and Magic games. Well, loved killing them anyway, and saving and reloading so I can actually pick up relics from them like a million times. I remember spending so much time on that. But either way, the dragons are definitely my favorite units, and you know, I feel like they look pretty cool. And if we take the ghost dragons, I do like the way they look. If we took the bone dragons, I don't feel like the bone dragons look that great. I think the Heroes 2 bone dragons looked a bit better, but the ghost dragons I do like. The only thing I wish with the ghost dragons is that they were not so white, and you know, like, I do like the white, but what I mean is I feel like if they had the contours in a little bit of a darker, like, you know, maybe even black, or, you know, slightly less than black, but a darker gray than they have to kind of outline them better and contrast better the white with kind of the gray and the black, I feel like they could even be higher. But overall, really cool looking dragon. You know, definitely much of an improvement over the bone dragons. I think that these, like the ghost dragons, they do look kind of ethereal. Yeah, I just wish they were a little bit more, you know, contoured in, you know, with their outlines, and maybe some of these kind of lines, the ridges along the wings and the bones in the middle. All right, and the black dragons, so yeah, like I said, they were my favorite in Heroes 2, and I do really like them. I would have ranked them higher, but the problem that I have with them is just the fact that they're a little bit too monotone for me. They have a little bit of some other colors. I mean, they're super cool looking. They have the red eyes. They have like the horns and whatnot. And, you know, they're really menacing. Like, you really wouldn't want to face these in a dark alley. But I definitely feel like they could have used a little bit more of a contrast of color. And actually, I feel that way about most of the dragons in Heroes 3, like the black and the gold and the red, they're all kind of a little bit too monotone, and that's actually why I have the green dragons as my best looking tier 7 creature. I feel like they're better than the gold dragons because, once again, the gold dragons are a bit more monotone, and the green dragons, they're super, like, you really get this nice contrast of colors. You actually have the gold like on their chest and on their tail and on their like horns or whatever, the horns or hair, I can't really tell. And then there's the lighter green on their wings and the darker green on their body. I really like that contrast of colors. So for me, the green dragons are the most aesthetically pleasing creatures in the tier 7 creatures of Heroes 3. Okay guys, well, on that note, I will end this video, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments below if you agree or disagree, and feel free to check out my Twitch stream, link in the description below, and I will see you guys soon. Peace out.